Alright, the first thing we're going to look at is how to get this thing, this idiot light panel put back into place and looking good. I don't know why it popped out of there, but it did. So, let's see what we got here. So I was reading the owner's manual, and turns out this starting aid is not glow plugs. It is apparently some sort of bottle of ether or something that you just keep filled up underneath the hood, and if it's wintertime and you need to help start it, you just press that and it puts a couple blasts of ether into the engine. Okay, so we got this out. What we're looking at, okay, the alarm that wasn't going off in the middle there was just disconnected, so apparently someone got irritated with hearing it. I'll probably do the same thing after I plug it back in for a week. The light bar, the idiot light station, somehow it's supposed to snap into this recess here, and it doesn't seem to do it. So I think I'm gonna have to get some, like, maybe some hot glue and try to glue it back in. This looks like it will fit right up in there like that, and then once I glue the other thing back in, it'll hold it in place. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the hot glue gun. That seems like the easiest method to hold this and have it stick right away rather than screw around with it. But I did also find out the float position is when you just push this all the way forward. I think on my other one it was forward and to the left a little bit. Anyway, okay, hot glue gun, here I come. Okay, use my hot glue gun and dabbed a little bit around the edges. I forgot to film it, but I kind of mounted the whole thing back together, plugged everything back in, and this is now glued in place with hot glue, so it should come off easier if I need to take it off to change a bulb or something. Fixed one of the mounts, rubber mounts for the screws, and this is just about as good as new. Here's what it does. So I turn the key on, see nothing. Turn it part way, and it shows you all the idiot lights on, and the stop light and the horn now is enabled, and that horn warns you to either your oil pressure is low or your parking brake's on or something like that. So they had disabled the horn because people didn't want to have to listen to it, apparently. I'll probably get sick of it too. Anyway, here it is. Starts up, oil pressure raises up, everything goes off. Man, this backhoe, every freaking thing works on it. Everything. It's just amazing. I mean, there's a few little things here and there, but everything's been repairable. It's like someone really took care of this. Anyway, I don't think there's a reverse beeper though, which I find funny. Maybe it's gone dead. When you put it in reverse, usually they go beep beep, you know, at construction sites, and it doesn't appear to do that. So maybe that's bad. Anyway, that's it, man. That's fixed. One thing down, and the big one to go. That bent return to dig lever has to be fixed, and I'll have to get my torch out for that. All right, so what I'm doing right now is I'm trying to pull these pins on this front bucket that I couldn't get grease into, and this is what happened on my last backhoe. And one thing I did wrong the last time was I didn't have the bucket laying straight down like this. This is the way it's supposed to be. Takes the pressure off of the bucket, and I guess makes it easier to get the pins back in, although it looks like it's moved a little bit, so I may have to get a jack out here and jack it around. But anyway, I forgot to bring the camera out, but I did pound this. I got the C-clip off of this, which was a little bit difficult, and you need a pretty hefty C-clip plier and some screwdrivers and mess around with it a little bit. But anyway, I pounded this pin out, and you can see it's completely dry, and that's why you couldn't get grease into it. And if you look at it, you can't even see any place for the grease to get into the pin. And you go, what in the heck's going on with this? Well, this is what happened the last time. And if you look closely, you'll see this mark right there. It's kind of like it looks like something weird. And if you pick at it, it's as hard as steel. Almost. It's, you can't tell it from the steel. It's impacted mud, and it's impacted mud on there, and you have to really go at it with a pick and wire wheel and everything else, and we'll be able to clear this out, and we'll be able to get grease back into this pin. It's pretty dark in here, but oh yeah, you can kind of see that spot where the grease is. So we'll see how hard this is to get out of here. Let me start picking at it a little bit. Might let my lights in my garage. Oh, this one actually is coming loose pretty good. It dug right out. Maybe because I kind of knew what I was. Maybe because I knew what I was looking for. And the mud will be down into here, and there's a channel going all the way up the middle of this, so it's not the easiest thing in the world to get this cleared out. We'll see. It'll probably make a liar out of me, but I'll dig at this a little bit, and if I do anything special, I'll make a note of it on how I was digging it out. I'll probably have to pull the grease fitting out and get to that channel there. There's probably mud all up in the middle of the channel too. So I got the grease fitting out, and pretty much it is not impacted all the way up the whole thing. So I got some air, and I'm gonna blow through it. And I saw some dust come out, so we'll see what happens. No, nothing coming out there. Let's see what. When I poked the hole up in through there, some dust came out. So let's see that this pointy thing goes all the way up into there. I guess I need something a little bit longer than that. Okay, so evidently this one wasn't so bad. There was really no mud in the big channel going down the middle of it. It was just packed into the hole there. And I dug that out. Actually used a drill that I had over here, and took a drill bit and drilled through it, and it went through pretty easily. The last time I did it, it was almost like steel. In fact, I couldn't believe it was just mud. It was compacted so hard. So it can be as bad, or this one doesn't look like it's been neglected too long. So I'm getting ready to put the grease fitting back in. I'm going to pump grease through it, fill it up, and then we're going to reinsert this thing and grease her up. But we are, yep, we got her in. Okay, I'm bandaged up, probably bleeding like crazy under there, but that's the best I could do for now. I got the grease fitting back in here, and I'm going to fill this inner liner up, and we're going to watch some grease come out of this hole. And then we're going to go shove this back into the, look at that. Nasty stuff too. Okay, so that's full. Got some mud out of there. I think we're ready to go. Actually, what's that noise? Somebody's mowing or shooting. Okay, back to go. Well, I'll take you over there and we'll stick it in the. All right, so we're going to try to put this pin back into here, and it looks like it is shifted, so I don't think it's going to just go on its own volition. Probably have to get a. Let's see, a jack. Maybe do a little jacking for a pry bar. Maybe this board will be enough prying force to do it. Maybe. I don't think so. Yeah, it looks like it'll do it, but someone has to stand here and hold it. Hello? Okay. Alright, well, I'm going to get some grease and put on this pin because it should get a little bit of lube on it before it goes in. It sounds like the neighbors are ready for the 4th of July. Alright, so let's squirt some of that on there. And so I don't get grease all over my hand, and I just try to spread it around with this. Alright, now, I need something that's going to. Here's the hammer. Oh, look at snapped it right in there. It's gonna be fine. Put the seatbelt back on. Look at possible. Look at possible. Okay, seatbelt. Usually you get it almost on and then it springs off to somewhere else and you gotta go buy a new one, so we'll see. Maybe I'll bring you over here, you can look at this, watch this while and laugh at me. This probably is not the proper tool for this. It's probably a full-size one that somebody makes. In fact, I looked it up today. Actually, it was $100 for a industrial size thing. Look at that. That puppy's on there. Now, let's stick some grease in it, and then we can go to the next side. Ouch. Oh yeah, greasy good stuff coming out of the joint. They told me to buy this red grease. I've been using the white stuff forever. And someone said, you don't want to use that white stuff, that washes out. You got to get the red grease. That's the ticket. Okay, let's go check out this other side here. I will take off this clip here since it's on the correct side of the... Got my hammer and my pounding stick. Couple of screwdrivers. And let's see what we get to here. Now this is the tricky part. You got to keep pressing down here. Somehow get behind the clip. Somehow get behind the clip. And get it to where it wants to come off of there. This probably is improper too. It probably would. They probably say you do that and you got to replace the clip, and they're probably right. Someone needs to drop. Oh no. So I can have this kind of secret spread because they suck. Okay. Screwdriver too, maybe? Get working for that. Come on, dude. There you go. Oh, no. No. I got to. Okay. Go on in there. I'll speed this up in post. You don't have to watch this. I'll reverse. Come on. I was made up. Okay. No! Oh, jeez. Anyway, having this lanyard, put it down. That's recommended in the book. This is the ticket. Oh no. Okay, I want it. What's up, you guys? Oh, we've been over so long. And on the other side, when I got this far, I got a screwdriver under it. It became pretty easy to get off. I didn't spread out, away if I could. Right. Towel over it. Of course, it's much more winning. We're getting rid of this. Now my back's hurting. Come on. Come off of there, dude. There we go. Look at that. Oh. Come on, dude. You're off of there. And there it went. Lost me. I knew it. Oh. Okay, so we're going to take a time out while I look for the C-clip because that's important to have. Okay, so we're going to take a time out while I look for the C-clip because that's important to have. Huh, found it as soon as you guys weren't watching. Alright, there's the C-clip. And so there goes the pin. don't think this side's gonna be as friendly as the other side was. It may be. Feels like there's a lot of weight on this thing. Boy, there's one rusty pin right there. Someone neglected to grease that for a while. Ta-da! Yeah, that one actually you can see the hole there. Okay, well this will be a repeat of the last one, so I'll just come back and put this in for you. So that glove up with blood. Okay, got this. This one wasn't as bad as the other one, really. I mean, in some ways it was, some ways it wasn't. But these weren't as bad as my last backhoe, so lucky me. So what I'm going to do, set that right there, and we're going to rub some grease on this bad boy. Let's see. I didn't pump this up yet, did I? Darn it. Okay. We saved that for you. Turn this around. There's the hole. Grease is red, the blood is red. So not easy to identify. That's what. Grease on this guy. Oh yeah, that's all supposed to be. Alright. Go ahead and put that on there. Pump it up until grease comes out of the hole bed. Okay. And I'm going to get before we get bored. Oh good. I'll fire. That's okay. I'll put it in the wrong way. Make it another way. Which is fine. I'll be late. And this one's well, it's done. I probably start with that. No? And then on this one. Oh yeah. Look at that. These are gone. Oh, that's for sure. Now let's put some grease into that like that. Okay, that's pretty greasy on that one. Man, I like grease on this thing. I can try these out. They look greasy. Look like they were, but it's not greasy on the other. Oh, this one's not going to. Oh, that's right. That's not going to grease this thing. Put some grease on it. Okay. Well, that grease, that's it. Grease, okay, this one. Yeah, look at the grease. Oh, I'm begrudging the grease. So, look, there's one right there. Let's hold it wet. Let's see what it grease now. Get on there. Oh yeah, taking it. Yep, start from the other side. So this guy right here doesn't look like it wants to grease. Maybe if I Yep, that one took grease. Oh, that one begrudgingly took grease. So, oh, there's one right there. Looks a little bit wet. Let's see whether it takes grease or not. Start this thing up and wiggle it around. I might have a better chance at it. Man, let's come out here and start working on my with my good clothes on. All right, well I think that's it for doing the lower pins on these things. All right, can't close this little door on my hood because I think I opened it when I'm not sure why you'd think that would be able to be opened, but I think I opened it when I had the bucket up, and I can't put it down now. So I'm going to start it. Maybe I can see if I can grease that front. All right, let's give her a shot. You're not taking grease, are you? Come on. No, you're not going to take any. That one will have to be pounded out too, I'm afraid. So, I think I'm going to do that tonight. I'll go inside and relax. Beautiful day out here. It was hot all day, but the humidity was... It's a new day, and decided to... there's one last pin that goes low on this loader on this thing that wasn't taking grease. So I decided to pull the pin out and figured there was mud in it. So I'm looking at it. I did get the pin out, and you can see it there. I pulled out the grease fitting, and if you look closely, let's see if you can see it from one of these angles. Here, I could pull this back. You can look closely at it. You can see there's a shim in there, or a bearing that slides in, and it's got, even inside of there, it's got like a recess for grease to go around. And either they didn't install it correctly so it wasn't over the hole of the grease fitting, or maybe they just never drilled the hole. So I don't have any way to get that, to pound that out and repound it back in to check it out. But what I am going to do is drill a hole right there underneath where the grease fitting goes, so grease can get back into it. So that's where we're at this morning. Then the next thing I'm going to do is work on this, pull this rod off of here and fix this bent return to dig controller. So we'll set you up here. You guys can watch me drill it. And I hope I'm not making some big mistake here. But I already happen to have a small drill on this drill. Well, boy, you'd think it would be soft metal down there. And there's mosquitoes out now finally, darn it. With the whole that is not making a dent in that. So I apparently need harder or sharper drills. Unfortunately, it looks like this cylinder's leaking a little bit. So this pin is actually wet from hydraulic fluid. So I don't think it's getting damaged too much. I'll probably just put it back together for now and deal with this when I get some harder carbide tipped drills. So until the next video, see you later.